Hey guys, Pedro here to do an album review. Today I'm here to talk to you guys about the brand new album from Landmvrks, Fantasy. This album comes out November 2nd on the Rising Empire, and it has 11 tracks and it's 42 minutes in length. Fantasy is the band's second album following Hollow. Now this record really shows a mature side of the band, a more evolved side of the band. It really shows also a more polished side of the band. The music, the album, the lyrics, the sound, the DNA was a lot more mature and a lot more polished. This was the next logical step in the evolution of the band. You really want to see the band grow record after record, and this one shows a huge amount of growth from the previous record to this record. This album had a really cool fluidity to it. It was very dynamic, and if you ask me to put this whole record into two words, I would have to say aggression and melody. Aggression and melody really played a huge factor throughout the record from song 1 to song 11. It really allowed for the record to have a lot of fluidity, to be dynamic, to have life, and really allowed for the music to bring the lyrics to life and how they combined that aggression with melody. Perfect throughout the record. They really did it in a way that brought to life the pain and suffering of some of the lyrics, that brought to life some of the happiness of the lyrics. The music and that blend of aggression and melody really played as a soundtrack to the lyrics on the record and really allowed for the songs to come to life. That to me is a winning formula, and that to me was one of the key factors on how this album was so good, was by having that combination of melody and aggression, and how those two key components put together really brought the songs to life, to the audience, to the people listening to this record. Now, they also had a lot of guest appearances on this record. They had Stan Duran on the record, they had Aaron Matz on the record, but perhaps one of the coolest collaborations on the record is the song Alive with Camilo Contreras. This song on its own really doesn't feel like it belongs on this record. If you're looking at this song alone and you're taking it out of the context of the record, this duet, this melodic duet, this ballad, if you will, almost doesn't feel like it belongs on the record. Once you listen to the whole record and you put this song in the context of the full picture, it totally makes sense for what they're trying to tell you, for what the storytelling aspect of this whole record is, and more important, for what this song specifically means to the record, to the album, and to the band. I really feel like the song was placed perfectly in the album. This song came towards the middle end of the record, and it's so unique and it's so different, but what allows the record to be, it allows you to catch your breath a little bit with a more melodic, slower, beautiful duet, and it allows you to catch your breath for the songs that are coming after, because the tail end of the record is very strong, very heavy, very fast-paced, and this song kind of allows you to come up for a breath. If you're swimming, you come up for a breath, and you take a breath during this song. You allow your brain to almost relax, and then the tail end of the record really hits you like a freight train. Really heavy, really fast paced. I really like the guitars on this record. I really like the melodies of the guitars. I like the riffs. I like the sound. They created songs that had very unique guitar sound to it, and I really enjoyed that. It made for a very cool listening experience. Florence vocals were also very good. I really enjoyed the life that he brings to the songs. He puts so much emotion into his singing, and it really brings the songs to life. It really brings the lyrics to life. When you mix the melody and the aggression, both on the guitar and drum side of things, but also from his vocal perspective, he brings a lot of aggression and melody with his voice. When you put all of these components together, he's really able to bring the songs to life, and that's, to me, very important for a band like Landmvrks. It really needs that. It really needs to accentuate the negatives of the lyrics, or the positives of the lyrics, or sometimes the doubts that are representative in the lyrics. All of those emotions have to come out somehow, and the best way is through Florence vocals. Absolutely incredible. I really enjoyed his voice on this record. As far as favorite songs are concerned, I picked 3 songs. One of them is one of the singles. The other 2 haven't been released as singles yet. So the first one that I'm going to be talking about is The Worst of You and Me. This song has a really cool intro, really awesome way to get the song started. The whole song always feels like it's building towards something. Has a very infectious guitar riff, very melodic, very aggressive at times, but the most important thing about the guitar in this song is that it's very catchy to the ear. That riff, that sound really stays within you. This song, like I said before, really feels like it's always building towards something. And to me, it felt like it was always building towards the chorus, where all the aggression finally comes out. This is a song that just feels like a volcano of sorts, a volcano of emotions, something that it's brewing and been brewing for a long time, and eventually it erupts, and it erupts in the chorus with a lot of aggression. Then later gets replaced by a beautiful stripped down guitar melody. Almost as if you were getting angry and something building towards some animosity, and once you spill it all out, you feel empty inside. You feel like there's nothing left within you because everything came up and came out, and then you're left with just picking up the pieces. That's exactly how this song feels like to the listener. This is how this song felt like to me. It was a song that was always building towards an emotional crescendo, if you will, and once that came out, the song felt stripped. It felt like you were empty, that you emptied yourself of all of your thoughts and your emotions, and you were an empty vessel at that point. Beautiful song, really well put together. One of those songs that really brings the lyrics to life. Another one of my favorites is False Reality. I love the guitar sound on this track. Very different guitar sound. Not necessarily the riff, but the sound itself. It had a little bit of an industrial vibe to it. I really like the sound of the guitar in this song. This guitar sound gives the song a very unique and a very dynamic style to the song, and really incorporates well with the harsher vocals that are throughout the song until you get to the chorus, where you get clean vocals and a more melodic riff. This is one of those songs that really alternates the melody with the aggression, or the aggression with the melody, depends on how you want to look at it. Really cool. It really merges these two worlds. Perhaps one of the songs that better defines the whole record as far as aggression and melody are concerned. The breakdown towards the end of the song with the insane harsh vocals are just a perfect way to end the song that had so much melody but so much aggression at the same time. So when you get those two, you get that sine wave of aggression and melody, and then at the end, when you get that heavy breakdown with super heavy harsh vocals, just the perfect aggression at the end of the song, almost like you're screaming out of anger. It all comes out at the end of the song. Really like it how they build it towards that end of the song, and they kept you in it all the way towards the end of that song to give you that blast of energy, that blast of anger. Love this track. False Reality, one of the best tracks on the album. Another one that I have to mention is Disdain. That's the last song on the record. This is track number 11. And this is a very fast octane song from the beginning to the end. It's just a very fast tempo song. I really like it. I love the aggression that this song has in it. But the key component for me in this song is the stripped down portion in the middle of the song. It really gives the song a very sinister vibe. It almost, if you pay attention to the lyrics of this song, that stripped down portion in the middle of the song almost feels like a moment of reflection. It feels like you were talking to yourself in the mirror, and now you have this moment where you reflect on what you've been thinking, and you have a moment to pause and gather your inner thoughts before you decide what your next course of action is going to be. Because you're angry and you're going through some emotions and you're feeling some things inside, and sometimes you're not able to control them and you're not able to channel them in the right way. So that stripped down portion in the middle really felt almost like that moment of silence before all hell breaks loose. It really felt that introspective moment. They really represented well the lyrics with the music. This song really has perhaps the best blend of lyrics and music, where the music really helps the lyrics come to life with these little key components that they added to the song. Absolutely beautiful song. I also like the way they ended. The song does not end abruptly. The song ends with the volume really dissipating very slowly. The last minute and a half of the song is just the volume really dissipating and becoming lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. Almost like a life that gets drained away, or your patience that gets drained away, or as you step away from a relationship with someone, you feel that disconnect. You feel that over time, that dissipating of two worlds coming apart and just really finishing off the song. beautiful way to end the song because it really goes with the lyrics of the song. It really goes with the message in the song. It really helps tell a better story. How they finished that song, I don't think was by accident. I really think they wanted to create that sense there. That the way they did it with that more stripped down part in the middle, they continued that with the way the song ended. It really brought to life the lyrics of the song. Absolutely incredible record. I really enjoyed this album from Landmvrks. Fantasy comes out November 2nd on A Rising Empire. But now I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys have to say about this band? What do you have to say about the album, the singles that are out? Let me know in the comment section. I'll be reading those and getting back to you. Take care, guys.